I'm sicker. That's my oh Lord. Got a whole lot.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visitor sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys, losers of 3 in a row coming in. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys won't have to worry about traveling come playoff time. It's a great thing. They've already clinched the #1 seed in the NFC. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Throwing right away is Dart. And his first look is incomplete. Trying to connect there with Wandale Robinson. But it's going to be second down. You look at this Eagle defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you get your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Again, it's Barkley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
On the stop.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Give the Bigsby on the option. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. That's into the hands of Iomanner. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, have that dagger play, have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now a second and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, that's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Hurts. Man on the left side is Brown. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Barkley will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others?
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 70 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That one taken in by Neighbors. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right at the 35. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
46-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. It's a gain of 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. The Eagles at 14-1 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he stopped immediately there. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Crowd left, Yeti. Hey, easy, 63, bad.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Mechie, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And New York set to take the field. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Play action. Now Dart. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Motioning to the left is Robinson. They'll go play action here with Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
To the air, Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Dart. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jahad Campbell coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, here's Dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. And he slings one that's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. Now 2nd and 9. Right back to Tracy. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this will be a Giants first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing his dart. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he goes out right around the 39. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here, where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to find John Mechie. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And getting this just shy in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing his dart. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Dart. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
A 7-yard gain. And a Giants first down. Go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about winning. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now. 70-10.
Working out of the gun is Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw, Dart. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be 1 completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Oh, Kyle up, Yeti. And let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our look around the
report.
NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And it's Jaden Daniels. He's going to look deep and find his receiver. 30-yard touchdown. The Commanders had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Joe Burrow. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's the Rutgers running back, Kyle Monungai. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Bears win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the 2nd half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the 2nd half on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game too. They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. On a sneak, it's Hurts. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw, Dart. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 85 catches for him on the year now. The result there is a first down.
First down. A gain of 12.
They go play action with Dart. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a third and about 13. Dart from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play fake, and here's Dart. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
To the air once more is Dart. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing, Dart. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
On play action, here's Dart. The hitter here, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now it's Tracy. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And it will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Cam Scatteraboo from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No touch, no touch.
Throwing is Hurts. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
No touch,
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, back. No touch.
Hurts. Looking deep here from Mechie. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Great. No touch.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, look at the juke. The New York set to take the field. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air, Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Now 2nd and 5. Dart going to look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Quick throw to Collins. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That's another
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterby, pushing through the contact. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Here we go.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jackson Dart taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Shoves him aside. A good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No touch that. No touch that. No touch.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Able to avoid it at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 8. It looks like they'll move things around here. Now Dart. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Dart once more. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing his Dart. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Dart to throw on 4th down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 53 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here's Dart. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Dart. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
No, anyway.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for Philadelphia, they move to a sparkling 15-1 with one game still to go in the regular season. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.